Hey Flosstube, welcome back to Stitch with Mel. I am Mel Melissa. It has been a very long time since I've been here. Just lifing. That's pretty much it. There's been a lot that's gone on. Nothing, just huge gigumbus, but life just lifes. So I decided to come back today and just check in and share what I've been up to, and just let you guys know I'm still here. I've been, for those of you who have your floss tubes, I've been trying to keep up. Instagrams I try to keep up. I don't post a lot. It's just, it is what it is. So we've got a lot going on. My dad is celebrating his 70th birthday today, so happy birthday, Daddy. I don't think he watches anymore, but it is what it is. My aunts do watch, and they've been asking when I'm going to do one again, so here I am, ladies. I did put my light over here, so there's that, because they said fix the light. Let me make sure my camera is good and clean. I think it is. I'm not wearing my glasses because somebody's inevitably going to say, you're reflecting. So, y'all, let me just say, Flosstube is for fun. It's not a job. We're not professionals. You don't have to watch. So, I have been seeing lots of negativity across the board, and my heart hurts for the people who have to read those comments. It's not necessary. If you don't like something, use your remote. It's not that big of a deal. Nobody is making a killing off of this, and nobody is doing this for, an income. They're doing it for fun. They want to show their stuff. Some people don't have other people to show. Some people have huge groups, and they don't have to be here. They're just sharing their love of the art, and the hobby with their friends. So, if you're here to be a critic, there's other places to do that. I say that lovingly because I am a huge empathetic person, and I have seen lots and lots of people apologizing, refusing to apologize. Some of them are snarky, and that's okay. I'm not mad about it because they shouldn't have to put up with it. This is social media. This is not a job. If you want to be a critic, go to a job that does that. Not here. So, for those of you who are not involved in that, sorry. Love y'all. It is what it is. I've said that a lot today because life is laughing. For those who don't know, Arkansas has just gone through a series of weather events, as did most of Central America, Central United States, I should say. I forget there's other countries out there. there's other parts of the world. Anyways, from Michigan to Texas, both sides, we've gone through a lot. It's been exhausting. It's been a lot. So, floodwaters happened almost 2 weeks ago, and we're still dealing. We had a levee break this week in a county neighboring, but also a community neighboring that's affecting us. We have more water actually coming to us this week. So, just keep those people in prayer who are dealing with that. I know up north, I think Illinois has the same kind of issues. I'm pretty sure Kentucky does. I think Missouri's doing okay. I think Tennessee's all right. But yeah, there's a lot of people all over the country that are hurting from all of the storms, the tornadoes, the floods, the everything. Tis the season. I was talking to a meteorologist friend the other day, and I was like, do you think the tornado alley is really shifting? Like, you see all the conversations, and he's like, no, it's just our season, and it really sucks. I was like, okay, you're not wrong. So, just be praying for everybody because, we're realizing more and more as a country that mental health is a serious issue. And I'm seeing a lot of people talking about the mental health status following the tornadoes and then the floods happening right after them. I mean, we had 2 huge tornado events within a month of each other, huge ones in my county. And the fear was legit. As a former dispatcher, you know, I used to do that. I used to storm watch. I used to dispatch for the storms. I used to storm chase. Since, you know, things have happened in life, I just can't handle that heartache anymore. But people are still asking me, will you post? Will you text us? Will you let us know what's happening? Will you let us know the storms are? And I was doing that because, you know, I mean, I'm not tooting my own horn at all, but I did that for so long that they're used to my voice and they're used to my assurances. This is what's happening. This is where we're going. This is what we're doing. And, you know, I'm still kind of connected. So, but just be mindful. You know, not everybody's in a mental health crisis all the time. Not everybody has huge mental health issues. But sometimes words hurt really bad. Sometimes people are just ugly and mean because they don't know how to be nice. Sometimes people are going through stuff that you don't see. So just be careful that you're kind with your words, you're kind with your heart, that when you do reach out and say something, it's going to be uplifting, not tearing down. A friend of mine taught me a long time ago. She said, you cannot deduct from somebody's account that you have not invested in. So if you're going to take away from somebody's heart, please, 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 please have already invested a ton into them. So that's my TED Talk for today. Now on to cross stitching. I got my handy dandy coffee. I have a lot to show. I haven't been here in a while. I have legit touched the I just moved things and my bags are falling. I have touched the things that I'm going to show, and I don't remember what I showed the last time. So I'm sorry if we're doing repeats. I know for a fact we're not doing some repeats. And I know for a fact that we're doing a lot of repeats because I have actually worked on them. So here we go. All right. First, I'm going to show you some finishes because I really don't know what I have shown y'all. And these are cute, and these are pretty, and these are fun, and I'm proud of them. So I have not fully finished anything. Y'all know your girl's not strong in fully finishing. And Annie's going to get on here and say, get it. That's okay. All right. This is finally a farm girl, Chrissy's beautiful little bunny, and I wanted to finish that for Easter. Easter's next week, so I really want to just do a little photograph. I also have, I think I have 2 or 3 of the Jeremiahs, and I do have the little scarecrow. I made him a pillow, but I think I want to make him a little bit bigger because he's tiny. I wanted to do these as little just photographs, you know, like school pictures, because she's school picturesque, you know. You got the little mouse, of course. And she's just posing there with her carrot. So I love that. I'm not going to be able to tell you what these are on either. I'm going to move these on my way. This is a gift for my buglet. I have still got to frame. I have the frame. It's a big flower frame from Hobby Lobby. I'm not great at measuring circles and doing all the things, so I've got to figure that out. This is a Sambry Stitches, and it says, be someone's someone's sunshine when their skies are gray. Very appropriate. This is a Color and Cotton, I think. It's a variegated I got out of a, it was a one and done kind of situation. I can't remember if it was a box or what. So there's that. Super pretty. The sunflower. I texted her. I was like, girl, that's a lot of stitches. I finally finished Peppermint Lane. I started this with, oh shoot, Kimberly. Jolly. The store. I started it with the Sal when it first came out. 22 maybe. It's an It's So Emma. Gosh, my brain. Anyways, finished it this year. This is Annie's Winter Home. Love that blue, of course. So this is probably going to be, I don't know if it'll be a flat fold or a frame. She says flat folds are easy. We'll see. My hair is not laying down. I didn't straighten it, I just dried it. This is an Emily Call. I absolutely love it. I have one more to do in this series. I think there's 3 in this series, pretty sure. Emily, fix it if I'm wrong. I Am Enough. This was a WhipGo. I started on WhipGo. March did not keep up, and this month I haven't started on it yet, and you know, we're on the 13th. So, but I've got some things coming up personally, and so I'll probably do a lot on it. But yeah, this was a start and finish. February, I think. That is super gorgeous. That is, it's a Gilmore Girls specialty thread. I touched the Pope, I think. I feel like I showed y'all this in the last video, but I can't remember. These are super cute little pumpkins. This is out of the PNPS magazine, and I don't remember, Rovaris maybe? But it had Halloween gourds on it, I think, and I just wanted to leave it alone because they're cute. The semicolon stands for the story is not over, because a semicolon is just a break in a sentence. And then you got the heart, and it says continue. So the teal color is for, I think it's anxiety. I was going to do all of the colors. It's also the same color for ovarian cancer. This is another Annie. I can't remember the name of it. It's one of the first samplers that she did. And I honestly think I have shown y'all this before. That is really dark. I'm not sure that all the colors are showing up. That is a light pink, and I love it. Maybe that light will help show it up a little bit. I'm also not wearing my glasses, so I can't really tell. The fabric is beautiful too. These were little Christmas projects, just teenies. This actually came in one of those magazines that sends you the little card project with it. I think it's a European magazine. And then that just says joy. This is another PNPS, and I was trying to think of whose this was. It might be Twin Peak. I'm not sure. And I may have also shown that. I can't remember. But I am going to frame this one. It's just going to, it needs to go up on my bookshelf. This is Annie's For God So Loved the World. It may be called He Gave. Beautiful nativity scene. She did hers in a Chantel's frame. It's like a barn shape. I might do that. I might also just do a flat fold for Christmas stuff. This one is actually a series. This is a PNPS as well, and it may be a Rovaris too. Just a real pretty fall, autumn home. Love those colors. This is Annie's. This is called Holly's Helper. And The fabric tag is still in there. Fiber on a whim, affogato. I love these guys. Fun fact, I absolutely love and have told her that I love the partial border. She does it on a lot of her pieces. That little deer looking up, he just slays me. Like, he's so cute. He's like, let's put the star up, Holly. This came from, I think Heartstring Samplery did this book. It was Sunday Stitches, Sunday Samplers, something like that. I said I was going to do that every Sunday, and it hasn't happened. But I did get this one done. Amazing Grace. Love that finish. That green is just beautiful. And I don't know. I might do a wall of music. I said I was going to do a wall of movies and stuff, and that hasn't happened. This is a big one. I have not framed it yet. Yes, I'm mad at myself for not getting it done yet, but life happens. This is Changed World. This was the sister piece to Seeking Refuge. Absolutely love this with everything in my being. Are there mistakes? Yep. Was I going to fix them? I tried. I really did. But it's okay. So, I just need to get it framed. And Donna's going to hurt me that that's not framed yet. It'll be okay. All right, drink, and then we're going to get into everything that we've worked on. All right. Let's just start over here on the right. My not biggest, but my biggest active project that I'm working on right now. I actually have a deadline on this. My boss is retiring at some point. We won't have a date yet because life happens. But it is Stoney Creek's Ecclesiastes 3:1, and she's a big one. She's a big one. If you don't know it, it's to everything. There is a season. I need my glasses. And a time to every purpose under heaven, and then it goes down. You know, there's a song. There's a song. So, I have been diligently working on this one. What's going to happen is I'm going to finish stitching this, and I believe that my coworkers are going to help me frame it as a gift. So, I started in the middle, and I've gotten several of the sections done, and then I just started kind of going down because I wanted to have each section started. It's got words. I love words. So I was like, let me get the section started so that when I get bored with the section, I can go do words. So because there's a lot of tedious stitching, this is on 40 count. I am not a small count person generally. And I also have figured out I do not love one strand of thread, like at all. So I talked to Annie and I was like, what do I do? And she was like, you like the thickness, you like the full, stitches. She said, do 2 over. And everything is in DMC. It's a completely DMC project. So I had the floss, period. That's fine. So I did start. I have to use my magnifier light. I have to use, all of the tools. But I started using 2 over, and I absolutely love it. It's tedious. It's small. The white on that thing is a nightmare. It's B5200, so it makes it a little bit lighter, but it's still a nightmare. And on the lacing on that, I have decided to do the lacing 1 over because 2 over is so full that it looks bunched. But I'm actually loving it. Like, I really am. So this little rose bush section here, this is just the top part of it because of course there was a page split. But that's a lot of different colors. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm just giving it as much as I can. I'm going to be off work for a couple of weeks at least. And so I plan to, when I'm, you know, able to stitch, to hit that up really hard. So that's a plan. That's a big plan. All right. So you guys know that I have 2, and not 1, but 2 Lady of the Flags active. I've only worked on 1. Don't come at me. The other one is from my mom. I can only do 1 at a time. Like, my brain just won't, it won't let me do more than 1. I should have taken this out of the Q-snap, sorry. Let me get this out real quick. But I've hit it up pretty good. This is not something I work on constantly, obviously, because I've got a lot going on. But I love her when it comes to just like, you know what, I just need to put some good stitching in. Because the blocking in these are so good. So this is where I am. I've gone all the way to the bottom because I was scared to death that I didn't have room. I do. As you can see, I kind of skip around. It's my brain, y'all. It's just my brain. But I love her. And yeah, she'll probably get some attention too. Okay. Sorry. The next one that I'm going to show, these are not in any kind of order about what I did for stitching. And I can't remember what all I did for whip go. I did not bring my calendar. Like, this is basically kind of a little, it's a whip parade, but yeah, it really is. It's a whip parade in April. This is a Forbidden Fiber Co. The Chance to Fly. Came out for Wicked. I did start it on the day Wicked was released. I went and saw it with one of my best friends and then came home and stitched. He did not understand the hype until he saw it, and then he was like, oh, I get it. So I hadn't touched it actually since then. That was November, y'all. And then the other night, I just randomly, like, I'm going to watch Wicked. And so I threw in these stitches. So it's not a huge project. This is on 18 count, so it's not hard to see or anything. It's just, I just got to get it done. But it's there. That's for me. And so, you know, if it's for somebody else, I tend to rush on it. If it's for myself, I'm just taking my time and enjoying it. I brought out Nevermore last night, randomly. I was sitting there, I was like, I want to stitch. What do I want to stitch? I don't know. Pull out the Raven. Let me get the picture sheet. This is a Leela Studio. Somebody else was posting it the other day that they were working on it. This one I actually am doing 1 over. It is on 40 count. You're going to know it. Why am I struggling? Murky. I can't read that. I had to think about it though. 40 count Murky. Why did I do it on 40 count? I don't know. Actually, I do. I was at Shepherd's Needle here in Arkansas. There was a piece of Murky. It was only in 40 count, and I was like, I'm getting it. So that's why I did it. And then I was like, what am I going to put on this? Oh, of course. So I was watching American Idol last night, and I got this done. And then I was like, let's go up because Melissa likes words. So I got the Nevermore done. And then I was like, that big crow, Raven, is right above Nevermore. I was like, let's get it started. So there I did. I'm so happy. I love doing big birds, but they're big. That's a lot of stitching. So I don't know when that'll come out again, but it was fun while it lasted. I just get in these little quirks. I'm like, this is what I'm going to do. April is my birthday month, so I had to bring out my birthday present from my friend Dee last year. Be a Friend. And this is by Needlework Press. And I worked some more on letters while I watched the movie Miss Potter, recommendation from my aunt. And it was amazing. I love Renee, and the story was great. So I put in more letter stitching, but that's where I've gotten on it. That light. Like, the light's good until it's not. So, super fun love letters. They're easy to do. And I just love the way that they come out. Let's keep moving along. Courage. This was a sale with Pam Schaffner. Praiseworthy Stitches. Simple Gifts Courage. I did mine in blues. And can't remember the last time I showed y'all, but I don't know that I had made it to the bottom. I took it to the bottom because I like to know where my borders are. Sorry for the not ironing. It's okay. So, I don't know if you have been told or would remember, my letters are going to be different people who have dealt with cancer in my family. So, we'll definitely have my uncles and my grandpa and my granddaddy. And then I'll just include other information as we go. So, I'm going to leave Pam's initials at the top because, ironically, you know, Praiseworthy Stitches, Pam Schaffner. So I'm going to leave hers at the top because that's who we did the sale with. And then I'll have mine probably at the bottom because I started that. She started hers, I think it was her 25th anniversary, I think. And that was the same year that I started my journey. So that's when I did that. I texted Steph and I was like, girl, get me on this. So she did. And she got me some beautiful colors. My next one, Long Dog Samplers Crossword. I love this. I don't know why I haven't worked more on this. Yeah, I do. I'm kind of impatient. I like to see more progress. Faster progress. But I have gotten it. Y'all know I like borders. So, is this the bottom border? Yes, it is. I have gotten into the bottom border. So, honestly, what I will probably do, because I know me, I'll probably go all the way across on that bottom border. It's repeating pattern. On the bottom part, I'm looking at the cover. The sides are not the same, but the bottom all the way across is the exact same. So that's probably what I'll do. And I also like to cut off extra, so that'll help me do that. So yeah. And I love that color. Love it. If I don't put my stuff up, it will be a mess. So that extra little delay is for my mental health. You're welcome. This piece, she's a monster. This is the one I told y'all I'm really not sure about the integrity of the piece. And I honestly haven't done more research. I don't guess I have a cover sheet. I thought I did. I can just show you. It's just a lot of stitching. This is a piece for my dad, and I've taken it all the way across the top because I needed to make sure that it was wide enough. It's gonna actually be like I have it on a huge gigantic piece of fabric. It's probably gonna be like half that because it's wider than it is long. Lots of beautiful colors in it. It's an eagle in flight. It's called Silent Flight. I just it's 18 count, and there's a lot of mixing colors. And I actually, funny story, read your directions first. When I started it, I just immediately started in on crosses, and I was reading the instructions the other day looking for certain colors, and I realized that all of those big sections of color are supposed to be 10 stitches or half stitches, not full crosses. Full coverage. It's going to be a full coverage. So, oh well. Love you, Daddy. It'll get done when it gets done. This is, that sounded bad. Sorry. Nottingham. This is Kathy Barrett. I started this sale with Chrissy, Finally a Farm Girl, and a whole bunch of other people. I can't remember who all was involved in it. And I have not done a lot, but I did for WhipGo, I think it was, or one of those challenges maybe. I got into the bird wings, so yeah, there's some big blue there. Love the blue. So I need to work more on that. I do feel like that was WhipGo challenge, but I don't think I was feeling good or something happened and I didn't do just a whole lot on that. That birdie bird needs to be done. It's so pretty. Like, it's beautiful. I didn't get it done. I need to get a lot done, actually. When I got all those finishes done, I was like, I'm so glad you're getting stuff done. And I was like, they're small. they're small. The big pieces need to get done. This next one is Our Beautiful Girl by Barbara Anna. Mad Hatter Dreams. I just love her. I might watch like all of the Alice in Wonderland stuff in a couple of weeks when I got time. There she is. She's gorgeous. Love this hair, the way that it does different colors. Let's see, what have I started on? I don't think that I had started on the mushroom last time I showed y'all. So, the mushroom needs to get done. That's not big. I really can't wait to do the cat. Y'all, this cat. I mean, it's just the tail, but it's legit. Like, the two tones of that cat tail. Ugh! Love it. And the caterpillar on top of her hat. Okay, let's keep moving over here. I have started a weather chart. What do you call that thing? Temperature chart. Wow. But I haven't gotten a whole lot done. It doesn't make sense yet, so just know it's there. It's happening. Pumpkin Patch got a little bit of work, just enough to put a order in. This is actually, I'm pretty sure this is WhipGo for this month. So, if that's the case, I might just head down and do the pumpkins because I like the pumpkins. But I do know I put in this border since you guys saw it last. The inside border. It's just a border. It's just lines. I love this fabric too. It's so soft. So soft. Like, whenever I started watching Flosstube, I was like, what are they talking about? Buttery, soft material. That's soft. It's color and cotton pearwood. It's like cotton I would wear. Like, it's soft. Alrighty. March's Whip Go, I know for a fact, had cherries, etc. And I said I was going to get it done, and it did not happen, but I did get quite a bit done on it. I still have a freaking needle in here. Like, she is standing up. I think I must have put this back in the bag because I was going to work or something. That's weird. I'm not going to take it out. I've also gone back to wooden hoops. I don't know why. I just, one day I was sitting there working with the Q-snap and I was tightening it and I was like, I miss the wooden hoops. So I have a whole bunch of them and I went into my office and I just pulled one out for like every project that I was working on that day. And I've gotten back to them. I shouldn't leave them in because they do make the creases that are harder to get out, but I love having the wooden hoop. All right, cherries, etc. This is a thread milk production. Lori did a beautiful job. This was actually an open house piece that she did for Stitch Etc. And I bought the entire kit. Ignore that needle sticking up there. But I got, since y'all saw it, I got cake and pie and cobbler. And this is going to be Jubilee and mash all finished. And this right here, this trim. There's not a lot left. The cherries, the maraschino at the bottom, and 3 borders. Get her done, Melissa. Get her done. Those are done with Week Styleworks too. I loved it. This was, I think, January's Whip Go. Loved that because I absolutely love this pattern. This is Sweet Land of Liberty, cherished stitches. This is what it's going to look like. I did have to order more floss because hello to over. I had 1 skein of each and decided to stitch with 2. This also has a needle in it. I just need to get some stuff done. So all of this material over here, obviously I'm going to be able to get rid of. But, matter of fact, that's what that's going to look like. It's not really that big. Oh, Aunt Donna, we could do a pillow out of that. Like a throw pillow on the couch. Because there's, yeah, there's another piece here. There's a piece here under the Freedom. There's a big piece here. And there's another piece here. So, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the little stars all over. And that's all I've got to do. You know what? That's going to happen this month. Aunt Donna's going to tell me to get it finished anyway. So I just made that assignment myself, ma'am. That'll happen like April 25th. No, it won't. All right. Lots and lots of people are working on Hawker and Hollows. There's big sales going on. Sorry for the crinkling, y'all. Shame bags. There's lots of sales going on. I was stitching with Sarah, and she has kind of backed off, I think, on it. She and I had talked about doing it on the 13th and 31st. It just fell. And I've kind of backed off on it. She's backed off on it, but I am still wanting to work on this for sure. I have Autumn at Hawk Run and Christmas both running. I'm not sure if I pulled Christmas out. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But Autumn got some attention. And I threw in the border. This box is houses. No, it's one house. I can't read that, but that's where I'm at. I just decided to go up one side and probably, I guess, come down the other. Just as a way to stay focused. Who knows? I might decide to stitch all of the borders and then just play in all of the boxes. Y'all know me. Alright, now I have lots of Christmas. Because Christmas is my thing. I need to finish this too. Hello, Aunt Donna. I hear you. Uncle Gary wants to know what's for him, and Aunt Donna wants to know when I'm going to get stuff finished. I love their support. Uncle Gary thinks all of my stitching should be his. This is the Santa Nativity. Oh my gosh. This piece, I just fell in love with it when I saw it. I literally cried. Santa bowing at the manger. So, I had to do it. Santa has lots of colors in his jacket. That manger has lots of activity going on. But in this navy fabric is just stunning. Some people don't like stitching on the navy and black. I don't have a problem with it. As long as I have good lighting. So good lighting is imperative for doing dark stitching, but I don't have a problem stitching on the navy and black. And I love that piece. So I need to get it finished for Christmas. You say that now, like it's already almost the middle of April. Like Tuesday's the middle of April. Like a third of the year is gone. It's like, it's a long time away until it's not. This one should be the blue. Yep, I believe it's gonna be the blue. The blue sampler. I don't know what it's actually called, but it's a blue sampler. The toil or toil. Let me find the pretty picture. There it is. This is from the Better Homes and Garden, a cross-stitch Christmas needlework treasures book. And this is done on antique white Ada. Very crunchy. And since I saw y'all last, I started on the house. There's some, I'm actually not sure if it's here. I think it's here. There's some counting issues here because I think I started this little girl because I got tired of it. The girl and the house are both new. That's been a whip for a while. I'm not in a hurry on that one. I like pictures that tell stories, if that makes sense. And samplers do tell stories. But there's so many little just small motifs in that one. I like it when they're connected and there's a whole story told. So, while it's 3 colors of blue, which are my favorite, and I do want to decorate with it, it's just not my favorite piece, TBH. This one, however, she's a beaut. Sleigh Ride by Mike Vickery. So so close to finishing this one. Let's see, I just have the mansion and the second house to finish, really. There's a few details, but, and the snow. But yeah, she's a beaut. And that'll be framed. Like, that's Victorian artwork framing. I love her. Then there was this. This is Jan Hicks. I love this. I love Jan. I don't know why I haven't finished this, except that it is counting, and I just need to make a copy for a working copy and then just mark the crap out of it, because counting in a book, and that's what I tend to do. I tend to just leave it in the book. It's harder to do. This is small too. What is this? 18? 16. Mystery fabric, something that somebody sent to me. Not sure that white is showing up because hello lamp. But they wanted more light. But beautiful snowflake. Let me show you what it looks like. Did not know this was a series. I'm literally looking at the PNPS with the spring on the front. It's a series. So, love that. I need to sit down and get that done too. Yep. Jan has since left us for France. I'm hoping she still does PNPS. I haven't followed that close to see what all she is doing. I mean, she's got to have her own store. But we love her stuff too. My knee is killing me. Let me move it. Alright, Peace Snowflakes. This is a Ursula Michael. Imaginating, I think, is the name of the company. Super beautiful. I got this from Sheila and EJ. They did a huge giveaway, I think a couple of years ago. And I wanted to do it because blue. So I got the piece done, all of the little pieces in the middle. Don't look at the back. I did connect all of those. But now I just need to go up into the boxes and do all of those separate blocks. I feel like this came up in a whip go. I can't remember. But I wanted to finish the words. So this is Christmas Bells by Lois Winston. This is going to be the Cross Stitcher magazine from 2002. 2002. Erica wasn't born yet. I think we were living in Jonesboro. And I would go to the Barnes & Noble and get cross-stitch magazines. And so I finished the words. And now all I need to do is all of that outside work. Lots of backstitching. I don't mind backstitching. I mean, I grew up doing it. It's not my favorite thing in the world. Anchoring is my problem with backstitching. And I know you can do the pin stitch, all the things, but I like to be careful about it. And then Christmas deliveries. This is Cottage Garden, or Christmas Delivery. Cottage Garden. I started this sale with Jen and Nancy. And I feel like they had a whole stash of people that started with them. Maybe Stacy Clark, maybe... I don't remember who all. There's another hoop. This one's a different style. I guess this would be like the grandfather to the Nerge. It's got the little ridge in there. I don't know. I do love it. Christmas delivery. Who finished that? Did Jen finish that? I feel like Jen finished that. Maybe Stacy. I absolutely love this fabric. I would do everything on this fabric. Dark Stormy Sea. This is a fabric flare. But I really need to work on this. This is all feel. And I got started over here. My Whip Go, this was Whip Go, maybe January. My Whip Go said finish Santa. That didn't happen. I tried to start Whip Go last year. I gave up after the first failed month. And I said I was going to keep up with it this year. And I haven't. So, is that everything? No, it is not. I started this the other day, Real Queens. This is an Emily Call. My friend Jen from the Bougie Stitchers opened an LNS store. An LNS. Don't say store. Who taught me that? Steph. Anyways, she's doing online right now. They're working on an in-house project, like to actually have the store. But Emily said, I want to do this for you because the girls are always talking about straightening each other's crowns. And it says Real Queens straighten each other's crowns. So absolutely love that. And I got quite far. This is actually one night of stitching. Probably a weekend because it is one night stitching, but that's how far I got. So I just have to do the two girls and I'll be done. And I wanted to do this as a gift for a friend in my business world, Paparazzi, because she is a real crown straightener. So that's that. Speaking of Jen, do go by and check out her store. I didn't look at the name again. I know I'd forget it. Anyways, she's got lots of stuff. So go check out. Just go follow Jen. Jenny Alley. Jennifer Alley. I think on Facebook. I think it's her full name. Bougie Stitchers. Jen and Nance. They have all kinds of patterns already in the store. And they have fabric and they have threads. So they can do lots of things. Measure Twice. This is the A Violets in Verse. I just needed something to ship with Real Queens because I wanted to get, I got the set for Real Queens. I'm not sure she has any more sets left, or kits. She had kitted up just the floss and the pattern. So I got that. My kiddos got this for me for Christmas, and for whatever reason, it came in late. And I got it like, I don't know if it came in later, if they forgot to order it. But I got it, let's see, the last time they were up, whatever that was for. My grandma's birthday, maybe? I don't remember. Anyways, heartstring samplery. First I drink the coffee, then I do the things. If y'all know me, that is very true. I ordered this from Stacy Clark, who has opened her shop over in Tennessee. And this is a fabric flare, of course, 18 count Ada. This is music notes, and I wanted it super bad because it's music notes, and I don't have a clue of what I'm going to do on it because honestly I thought that the music notes were going to be smaller, like the lines were going to be smaller, like it was going to be much like the Constitution. It is not. It's big. So I've thought one of two things. I thought about doing the Mirabilia, the one with the violinist. And then I also thought about doing, there's one, I played the flute. And so I thought about doing, there's one, it's a flute and it's got blue flowers and all the stuff in the background. Thought about doing that. So if y'all have ideas, music flute. I do love the violin. I play the piano. If y'all have ideas, like, send me, because that's a big honking piece. I can't see how big it is. I really didn't have this big of an eye problem until like a year ago. It's just gone downhill. I did bring out Annie's pieces that I have gotten. I can't remember what I showed y'all last, so I'll show you because, you know, I support my peeps, and I've got a lot of Chrissy's stuff that I've already shown y'all, and I've gotten some of Becca's. I need to get some more of hers. You know, she's gotten away from doing the Bigfoot all the time. I told her I'm not stitching Bigfoot, sis. But I do have lots of things actually in my Etsy that I've got to get placed of hers. But I got these from Annie. He saves me, and trust in him. These pieces go together. I had the privilege of getting to watch her design these, and absolutely loved spending that time with her. Hoppy U. I need to get these stitched. I need to order the sheep is always done, or U is always done in parchment. All of the sheep are in parchment. So I just need to get a hunk of parchment so I have it. And that one is beautiful. Friends of Plenty. In Nature, she did in the collaboration for the market. Love You. Super cute. Then Sings My Soul. We both cried when she said she was going to do this one. Absolutely love How Great Thou Art. Hannah Welch. This is an absolutely beautiful sampler. She did the research, and then I did some research, and she had somebody else do some research trying to find this quote on this one. We couldn't find it. So we come to the conclusion it had to be something that Mama, Daddy, Grandma, somebody passed down to her, which makes it even more special. Carolyn Carter, y'all, I just need to finish this. I'm almost done with it. I showed you the last time. So You. Lucky You. I need to get this one done. Patriotic You. Boo You. I argued with her about that spider. I don't know if that spider's going to exist in mine. Thankful for You. The Promise of Spring. Those birds need to be in my house. There is Room. I told her I was going to put that in my office and in my house. And then Always and Always, which I told Erica I would do for her house. I love it too, but she needs flowers always and always. All right, so I really think that's enough. It's been an hour. I think that's all that I have to show you, and I think that's enough. I don't know when I'm going to record again, so sorry. But hopefully it won't be as long as this time. I think the last time I recorded was Christmas, actually. Life. So, I do have a lot to stitch on. I do post. I haven't been posting as regular. So, my mentality on posting, especially with everything that's been going on, like I haven't even been working my business. And I actually told my therapist, I was like, why do I get to post things that I'm happy about and are joyful when people are struggling next door? He disagreed with me on the concept, but that's what I stood on. It also wasn't going to work, you know, on my business while also posting about the weather updates and all the flood stuff and where to take all of the donations and all the things. I was like, it's going to get muddy and people don't need to be confused about am I happy or sad. So I just posted about all of the things that were going on. you know, I was sort of involved with the Office of Emergency Management, trying to help them get donations and whatnot. So I think I am going to come back and do more of my business, because my business needs it. And also more of my stitching, because stitching is what makes me happy and keeps me grounded. So that being said, it is right at an hour. I am going to go ahead and cut this off. I appreciate those of you who came back. I know it's been a while. Thank you guys for always being encouraging, and thank you for hanging out, and thanks for, you know, just being supportive. So that's what this community is always about. I have praised it since the beginning of my Flosstube. Not so much lately, because, you know, people are just being people-y sometimes. And we need to remember that, you know, our emotions are personal. It's not what everybody else feels. And be nice. That's the gist of it. Be nice. Take care of each other. So I hope that you guys have a fabulous Easter coming up. I hope that you enjoy time with your family and friends. I hope that you're having great weather. I don't know what the weather's doing up north right now. We're holding our own. So, like I said, floodwaters are still coming. They're still coming up, unfortunately, but the skies are staying closed. So that's what we have to hope for. So until I see you guys again, take care of yourself.